This finger can go.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
People think I'm this big brother, but only three of us.
Yeah.
We have a little eye where we just know each other, like just look at each other like.
Okay.
I want people to take me seriously as a musician with the work that you're putting out for the fans. You should be leaning towards the word timeless. Because as a human being, you're born and then you die.
Right.
But the art stays there forever. I think every single artist wants that dream of having
Sure.
a storytelling EP or an album about us, you know. It's actually started from me wanting to explain to the fans that this whole thing started because of the love that they've given me. I think this EP is about love. Baby, me, amor. Yes, sir.
Whoa, all right. Are you a romantic type?
See.
สวัสดีครับเจ้านาย
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีครับพี่บิ๊ก
Hi, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So nice to see you. I've been a fan of you and also your father.
I've been out. Thank you so much. I've been a
Yeah.
fan of this show. I've been seeing my friends and you know
Oh, yeah.
co-workers be on this show. So
Right. Okay. So now it's your turn.
yes, sir.
Okay. How are you feeling right now?
A little bit nervous.
Yeah?
yeah. But I'm having fun because it's all about Amor today.
Yeah. A lot of amor, right? So, a lot of love.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right. So we'll be talking a lot about your work, and also we want to get to know you as a person too. Especially, we don't get to see you like talk in English a lot
Yeah.
because you didn't have the opportunity
Yeah,
to use the
yeah.
language, right? Yeah. So, do you still talk in English a lot with and with whom?
I do actually with my brothers.
Oh, okay.
We do talk in English sometimes, and with friends,
Yeah.
they do use. You know, we got slangs and
Right.
all the secret codes.
Ooh, okay. We'll be curious about that too.
No, but yeah, because all of us started in school as an international school. We had some phases in Thai schools as well, but then most of the time was in international school, and also went to the UK as a group.
And you spent how many years in UK?
About eight years.
8 years.
7 years, 8 years.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then right back here, ready to work.
Right. Do you still miss the UK?
I do.
What do you miss about living in London? Is it London?
London.
Okay.
But during high school, I think it's in Somerset. Maybe I think it's about 3 hours from London to the
Okay.
south. Yeah.
I see.
So for about 4 years, and then moved to London for uni.
Okay.
But I do miss. I think it's same for everyone that just stepped out from the student zone, come into the real life, working life. I think we
Yeah.
all took a tiny bit for granted. Maybe just the opportunity to be free and have fun and make mistakes and
Yeah.
just kind of go with the flow.
Right.
But now you got to think a bit more, be more cautious with all the decision making. Yeah. So
Yeah,
kind of
so-
got to be more locked in.
Yeah. You're an adult, like a grown up now,
Yeah.
so you have to like be even more responsible to like for your work and your actions and stuff, right?
I think
Okay.
so. But
Yeah.
but then during the past, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, a lot of people have been telling me like you can't forget to relax as well. You got to rest, have your own me time.
Yeah, it's all about the balance, right? You have to
yeah, so-
like put more than 100% into your work, but also you have to take care of yourself.
Sometimes we want to show that all the effort, all the focus is with the project, which isn't wrong. But sometimes being too aggressive on that focus might make it not
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
I guess, yeah.
But I think what you like your hard work paid off because, for example, your song "ติดเธอซะก่อน" was a huge hit. It was such a like it's viral everywhere.
Unexpectedly.
Unexpectedly, so you didn't know that it would be like this big.
I mean, we try to include every single points that we can, like all the factors that might make it a quality song. We try to put every single aspects that we can, but at the end of the day, I think it's for the audience and the listeners to judge.
Right.
And this song was about. I mean, it took about maybe 2 weeks for it to become.
Before it took off?
Yeah.
Really?
It's about 2 weeks, and we were just sitting like, oh my goodness.
So for the first 2 weeks, you'd be like, oh God.
Let's move on to next song, and
Really?
let's keep on moving. But
Yeah.
but then all the friends and the people who I thought wouldn't even hear about this song and all that, but they heard it and they use it on their contents, on their Instagram pictures.
Sure.
And it was kind of the goal in the beginning because we can't really answer if this song is gonna be popular or how many people are gonna listen to it or stuff. But I think we were aiming towards the part of gaining respect within the industry. I want people to take me seriously as a musician, which I've been doing homework on that for the past, 7-8 years of my singing career. But I think this song gave me a 1% glimpse of like, this is the right track. So
Right. I think it's more than 1%.
I don't know.
It's gotta be a little bit more than one.
But I gotta give credits to all the team as well.
Right.
Because it's a big conversation of going back and forth of the visuals, the songs. P. Gan from the band Yented, he kind of gave a lot of notes for me as well. Be comfortable with myself, try to be confident with the work, and kind of gave me a little refresh about why I started this career.
Yeah.
So he kind of put me back to the 101 way,
Right.
and just kind of drafted through the process of creating this song. So I think we did everything we could, and it paid off.
Yes. and then one day, JB of GOT7
Yes.
picked this song to
Yes.
sing
Yes.
on the show
Twice as well.
Hang, right?
Twice.
Yeah.
And I saw him on his own concert. His
And he
tour.
also sang the
his
song?
tour yesterday. Yeah,
Okay.
with Pick Off. So
Right.
thank you.
Were you told before this happened?
No.
Like JB is gonna pick your song.
No.
No?
I saw
Okay.
it when the fans send. I think they'd be sending DMs to me or on
Right.
TikToks. I can't remember. Yeah. But it was on Instagram. I saw it on the first time. And,
Oh, you must have been blown away.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Right. So what else besides making music that you've been busy with these days? Any like acting project? Any
Acting.
hobbies?
Yeah, I've been seeing the beauty of acting as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
Right.
at first it was a big focus. Like I have to be stressed. I have to be all the focus has to be on this thing. You can't really bring anything else from outside the script and all that. But then
It's like you don't want to split your focus?
Yeah.
Okay.
But once I got into the rhythm of it, I think the adults has made it clear that I think the more experience you have in life, the better you can. Well, not the better, but you can give more choices, or there's gonna be more ways and formulas that you can extract the script
Right.
and understand a character. Because obviously you have more experience in life and
Right.
many reactions to be
Right.
used. Yeah. So, but
Yeah.
I think it's just about living and keep on reflecting. So I think acting has made me a better person in real life as well.
Yeah.
That's why I love it. Yeah.
Wow, that's nice. So it just kind of enrich you as a person.
Yeah.
And then so you can like have more depth, I think. Yeah, in creating art.
Because after every project, whether it's for music as well, when you're done with one, you think you kind of get the hang of it now. But then when the next challenge comes in,
Right.
it's a refreshing moment again where you gotta where you can't be used to the same place. You gotta keep going. So I think this type of creative work keeps me going.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Good for you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So let's get to know Jonai more through his own word. In this segment, we call one word or more. Okay. So one English word you've just learned recently, new word in your life. Could be a slang, could be like some cool quotes that you heard somewhere.
It might not be new, but it's in a lot of conversations lately. Timeless.
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 Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So in what context have you heard that from?
Timeless from my producer, P. Gan Yentet. As an artist, I think our work is here forever. Because as a human being, you're born and then you die.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a fact of life, right?
ตายซะแล้ว so you're born and then you're dead. So but the art stays there forever. So I think you shouldn't be taking any moments for granted while you're making it, and being able to do it is already a blessing. So I think with the work that you're putting out for the fans, you should be leaning towards the word timeless, and it's been applicable with life as well, because I think everything you do, you gotta be with the present moment, and you shouldn't be thinking about whether how this is, I mean how long this is lasting or how short this is lasting, but it should be timeless. The love should be timeless. The effort should be, top quality. So I think that's the word for now.
So how about one British slang that you still use nowadays?
Might be the word cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Right.
I think it's a way of saying thank you, but it's a very English, it's a very UK way.
Yeah.
Cheers. Thank you. Cheers.
Right. Because it's very like versatile, right? You can say it when you like
maybe having a
want
drink.
to say goodbye and
Yeah.
when you have a drink.
Yeah.
And to say thank you and stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Many ways of having it, but I think cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.
Cheers.
That's very nice and easy to use, I think. Yeah. We just mentioned your parents. So one thing you inherited from your celebrity parents that helped you a lot in your work.
I think it's the experience of getting to meet the people within the industry at an early age.
Okay.
To see how they handle work, to see the moments before the show, to see how they calm down after the show.
Right.
To see
so you get to see the behind the scenes.
And to kind of, well, not used to it, but to get familiar, for me to be able to explore other aspects of the work. So I think I got a little bit of the head start that everybody might be like, oh, you got a little head start from your parents. So I think it's this point where I kind of get to be familiar with the surrounding before some people. Yeah.
Okay. I think that's golden, because the opportunity like this is not just, it can be bought, right? You have to like be at a certain place.
I think so.
How about your siblings then? One secret language that only three of you know.
Secret language. Oh, it would be secret now then.
It would be secretive from now on. Yeah.
I think something.
If you're willing to share.
Something we all know. Our parents like to make sure we're ready to be going out there, to be servicing the fans, to always be ready. But then when there's maybe some situations where it's funny, or there's something that we could laugh, only three of us.
Yeah.
We have a little eye where we just know each other, like just look at each other like.
Okay. So it's not the word.
I think it's not the word, like, it's the eyes, and it's the
eyes.
I'd say it's the radar. It's the radar that you know. Any jokes come by.
Right.
We're all just, whether we're far, a football pitch length, or face up with. We're always calling each other up and be like.
Right. And then you can just get like what the other person is thinking. Okay.
This one's looking at the other, and then the other's like, where? And then, okay.
It's almost like you guys can read minds between each other, right? Yeah.
Because I think our parents, I think our parents raised us up by having all of us together in every moment, whether it's teaching moments or fun moments. I think it's as a wolf pack. If one of us does something wrong, it's all of us down.
Right. Like
you're going down.
Always together.
Yes.
Right.
So I think it's that sense that kind of got us together. Yeah.
Right. Very tight. Yeah, between siblings.
Tight.
Okay. How about one character you've played before that is the absolute closest version of the real Xiao Nai?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, you played like a lot.
Yeah.
And each other. I mean, each character is different,
No,
right?
I've done 4.
Yeah.
4.
So ฉลาดเกมโกง right? And delete.
Delete.
พระแท้คนเก๋ Also Gohan.
Gohan,
Right, the latest. Okay.
I think each of them has parts of me in there. It's just different phases of life, I guess.
Yeah.
Because for, let's say the 2 most different ones, I think in Gohan and let's say the Stone, it's already very, very different. But maybe for the Stone, I might have to open up another angle for this type of information. You know, like I've got to receive these, and then the story might require what I feel about it. But then for Gohan, I think during the beginning, my character is. Do you know when a kid that has to go somewhere with his mom and he just wants to go home all the time?
Yeah.
And he's just like, all right. That's totally different to the Stone. So I think it's just different angles of me. Maybe I'd use the moments where I just want to go home. You know?
Right.
So that kind of operated with Gohan Will. But if I use that mindset to be reading the Stones, it's a different approach. I couldn't do that. So I think the closest, they're all me. But I think
It for a different angle.
but the one that is furthest, I think, could be Gohan.
Yeah?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I like to think. I'm a thinker. Like I just like to sit and I just like it. Oh, what if this happens? What if this happens? If I said this, if this guy said this, what would have happened? And all. But the character in Gohan, he doesn't give a damn about.
Right.
He's just come on then. Like I just want to go home. So it took time with that. I was with the acting coach, Kurom, and she was like, a lot to be worked on. Like you got to come in with a different like spirit.
Right.
So I just had to
Right.
go home and just cleared everything out. Come to build the process again. So thank you to Kurom and Pisai.
Yeah. And what I heard sometimes is that maybe the director or the script writer can like study the actor and they intentionally put some part of the character of the actor into the character. Did that happen with you?
I've been having thoughts about that when I read scripts, but I think it's relatable to a lot of people at my age. Maybe I think that's just a common thing.
Okay.
But I think I've read the script and had that thought, but it's a very subtle one. Like,
Right.
is this about me?
Yeah.
But I think it's just a common. It's just a common situations.
Right.
Yeah.
If you can find something that relate to yourself, you can definitely use that in your acting.
Yeah.
Right,
And
right.
back to the point where I think the older you get, the more experiences can be applied to this reading. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you've been busy with a lot of things like your acting, your music, of course. But if you had one completely day off, right? Where's one place that we're most likely to spot you? How would you spend that one free day? Where and where?
I'd be in my room watching memes and
What?
reels and
So you would go out and like.
Before this, I was a outgoing person, but now I don't know. I've been having a new frequency of work, like being alone and maybe getting things done first.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I think I've noticed this with myself where I need a phase of working, and then after it's a phase of just rest.
Right.
Yeah, so I think I gotta find a balance for this. Yeah, but I can't really stay on something for too stressed.
Yeah. So when you say rest, you mean like at your own
home,
place,
at home.
in your own bedroom.
Yes.
Yeah, doing your own thing.
Yes.
Okay.
But if it's outside, I think let's think about that. I like the beach.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the beach. Yeah. With friends, parents.
Yeah.
Beach guy.
You're a beach guy.
Because I've asked myself, is it hills and mountains or beach? beach.
Beach, definitely beach, right? Yeah, okay. So how about one thing people got wrong about you that you actually find funny? A big misunderstanding that people have about you?
Maybe it might be this point where they think I'm this serious with the impression of being a big brother and seen me since a little kid.
Right.
Growing up, they think I'm this
The serious one.
a serious one. Got to set up rules and all. But I'm a chill
You're
guy.
not like that anymore. You're not like that anymore?
I'm a chill guy.
Okay.
I might be because my brother's pretty grown now as well,
Right.
and I think I get to share stuff that I didn't think I could as a big bro. But then now it's more like a friend, more like a group, a
I
crew.
see.
So it's fun, and I think
Okay.
this might be it. People think I'm this big brother, but
Right. Okay, but at one point you were
Yeah.
like the big
Yeah.
brother,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
now that all of you have grown up,
chill,
okay,
chill guy.
chill. Well, that's good. Okay, one hidden talent that you have that has absolutely nothing to do with like singing,
Yeah.
acting, or music. Anything that we
I had a
don't
big
know
thought
about?
about this question at home yesterday, but
Yeah.
I've been trying to make it, big and deep and all. But I think it's this, and it's crazy.
Oh, okay.
This finger can go.
Whoa.
Yeah, I do.
It's super flexible and bendable.
It used to be able to all the way. but
Really?
I don't know, but time passed. เนี่ยงงเลยงง
Okay.
เนี่ยมันไปอย่างนี้เลยอ่ะ
Whoa.
So, yeah. So.
Wow.
And it's just one finger as well. Yeah.
Can you do that with all your fingers or
no.
just only that one?
Just one.
Oh, just that one, like the index finger on the.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
It is what it is.
All right. So and have you found use of that flexibility yet?
No.
It's like completely useless, right?
Maybe next music video.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
I'll be
Yeah.
singing and then just.
Put that into your work.
Oh my god.
Turn that into the next song. Like
Why?
I don't know.
Why? Hidden talent.
Hidden talent. Okay. All right. So your what you can do well in life is that does that come as a nature or is it something that you have to really put a huge amount of effort into in order to get good? Your singing, your dancing, and
As in
everything.
my overall right now
Yeah,
that I'm
yeah.
doing. I think I've been blessed with the opportunities and with the lessons from everyone that I've met through the time that I've been in this industry. Luckily, I've met people where they put me in my place,
Okay.
and my parents as well keep me in check with,
Right.
with the work and all. So I think the most important thing with me that I'm able to carry myself out here is I think keep myself like a sponge.
Okay.
And keep absorbing new information.
Like
and
keep learning, keep practicing.
Keep learning. Try to have the right priorities of life as it goes by.
Right.
And the most important thing I think is to be aware of what we're doing.
I see.
So I think back to the point of keep learning and be aware and be conscious every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us more about how did the DEP come about? How did it start? Take us to the very beginning.
It's the original point of having a EP or an album as an artist. I think every single artist wants that dream of having
Sure.
a storytelling EP or an album
Right.
about us, And I think this EP is about love. The name is Amor,
Right.
and I think because I started this whole thing from love of the game, of the people, of the surrounding and all. So I think that's the word, love, and within the EP it talks about love in different phases and views. There's healthy love, there's unhealthy love,
Right.
there's love with questions, there's different types of love. So I think it's that point.
Yeah. What I found interesting is that you used you choose the love with the Spanish word, not the English one. So you go for like amor instead of just love.
Amor,
Is there any reason behind that?
It's a part of lyrics of my song ติดเธอซะก่อน yeah
No.
that's this word baby be amor so I think it was that พี่อ๋อนะใครคิดไม่รู้
Let's use
well, yeah.
like amor.
Went into Sony and then we got these names and it's like ooh amor
Right.
so
Right.
it's a nice name and I think it makes sense and I'm able to relate myself to it as well. Yeah, because there was a lot of names. There was a Cycle of Love EP.
Okay.
There was a lot, but then
Right.
Amor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Can you sing us a little?
เธอน่ารักน่ามอง baby me amor. Yes sir.
Whoa! All right, that's a very nice rings to it. All right, so your first three song of the EP ติดเธอซะก่อน and ทุกนาทีอกหัก so they're all like romantic love and with a like the theme like crush and like heartbreaking. So yeah, you have another like two
Yes,
new drops,
yes,
right?
yeah.
So what would these two be different from the first three?
Like I said, the first three might be All the Way Love. It's a very aggressive way of it, but with the last two, I think it's more of a questioned love. It's like, what's happening here? What am I feeling?
Okay.
Which way should I go?
Okay.
It's more of a questioning song. The first one is Trippin' is more like, you know you're falling in love with a toxic relationship, but you're still putting yourself there.
Wow.
Why?
That's
the
you
song.
asking yourself why.
That's the song. And
Right.
Jam Ganai Mai is a highlight song of this EP, saying the full meaning of this Amor album, saying thank you for the love and please remember me during the bad days and the good days that we've been through. Please remember those times and love me again. The first three might be about me telling her straight up. This one's me talking to myself.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Which a lot of people could definitely relate because love is not always the clearest thing.
Hopefully,
right?
yes,
Yeah, yeah. Because we have a lot of questions about it, and we're not sure about ourselves. We're not sure about the other person.
At this age, I just turned 25, and a lot has changed, and I didn't think it was gonna change at first as well. About everything, love, work, friends, everything.
Right.
Yeah.
So your perspective on love must have changed a lot from like let's say like when you were 20, right?
Yeah, I mean the focus changed. The points, because before this it might be, I don't know, a push and pull of romanticness. I don't know if that's a word, romanticness.
Yeah, but
romanticness. Yeah. Back and forth, push and pull of this romantic, mood. But I don't know. Today I think it's about peace and happiness.
Okay.
No push and pull ก็ดี
Yeah. Like less dramatic.
Yeah, I think it's about more understanding. Let's go through this thing together. Let's just have fun. Let's
Right.
try find peace.
Like
and,
more chill.
More chill. Yeah, but it might change in a couple of years.
I think that's the definition of like life and love because it doesn't stay still. It kind of grow with you. Right? It depends on our direction that we go through in life.
Because I don't think it's something you can figure out by age as well. No.
Sure. Yeah.
I think
yeah.
it's love.
Yeah. and what would you think was the most difficult part of making this album? Because I figured there must be a lot of fun moment, right? But what would be the most challenging thing about making this album for you?
For me, I'd go like this is pretty personal, but I think it's the line of me being able to step over the idea of going in the studio having to just make pop songs or the definition of pop songs.
Right.
Because I think this thing comes after everything. Once it becomes popular, it's a pop song.
I see. Okay.
I'm not quite sure about this one still, but I think I see art as a way to put out my words and thoughts more than business, that would cut the fun out of it.
Okay.
So I think I found the balance between fun and there may be the times during this work that I had to switch modes.
Right.
So I think I kind of understand that more and be able to getting to work with a lot of talented people had me on that point for a while of
Right.
giving time and have fun as well.
I really like your answer because I expected you telling us about like the technical part of the making of the music, but
That we have fun.
actually
We have fun. Yeah, we have fun when
it's something that you have to like struggle in your head, like to make sense of like what would success mean for the work that you
the
put
meaning,
in, right?
the meaning of
the meaning
success
of the work,
and the happiness of me and my work. That kind of not faded off, but I kind of went away from that point a bit and just realized that that's the point that it kind of kept me going.
So there's a saying in Latin, it's amor fati, right? So basically it means enjoy whatever life throws at you. So whatever life brings to you, you enjoy it, you love it. Yeah. Do you have that experience in your life, or what have life brought you recently, no matter how good or bad, that you think, oh, okay, I'm gonna embrace this?
This EP isn't about my love and and this other girl of my love life. It's actually started from me wanting to explain to the fans that this whole thing started because of the love that they've given me, and it's the love that I think it's been going on for nearly 10 years now. And I think during those phases, obviously there's gonna be a little negative questions about how I'm operating my work or job or career, but then I think they're still here listening to my songs, still watching my films, still supporting me at work, still sending me nice messages and texts. So I think it's always been about love. I just want to say thank you to them that they've taught me about this word.
Yeah, you're very, very fortunate that you have like such a great fans.
Very, because in the beginning it was just to serve this small group of fans of Son of Jetrin and Getmani.
Yeah.
But then the feedback was just amazing and the love was just overwhelming. Just and I had to take a little time to digest that in and carefully hug it in and then handle it. But I think there's some phases where I might handle it not too well, not warm enough for some groups of fans. I just want to say sorry, but at the end of the day, it began with love. Yeah.
You're now 25 years old, right? Yeah. So we're gonna be playing this mini game called How Amor Are You?
Okay.
Because well, kids these days, they kind of express their love in a very different way from like other generations might found that like surprising or like confusing. But I think you can still call yourself kids these days because you're still young, right?
I'm still young.
But I don't know. Well, we have to use this game to prove how like in the trend that you are with kids these days. All right. So I'm gonna read you some of the statement that would show how kids these days express their love, right? So and you can just go and say sí or no. So we do a little Spanish here. Yeah. Okay.
Sí.
So using your partner's picture as a wallpaper on your phone, I guess. Yeah. Not in your room.
Sí.
You do that too? Okay. All right.
Sí.
See, okay. All right. Okay. Are you a romantic type?
I am a romantic type at the end of the day.
Okay. And if you choose to do that, is that because that will bring you pleasure or that would bring her pleasure more? To see, you do that for her, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
It's for her. Yeah. It's for her.
Okay. Number 2, sending each other videos or clips via DMs or TikTok all the time. Yeah. Like you found something funny or cute and then you think of her first and then you just send her the clips, stuff like that.
See,
Yeah,
See,
you do that,
see,
right?
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
part of each other's day, part of each other's humor and you know,
Right.
story. So yeah. See,
I just learned that there's a word for it. It's called pebbling. Pebbling is like
Pebbling?
it's like when birds or penguins found some rocks and they
and then
bring the rocks
pebbling.
to their like significant other
That's
just
an-
to show love.
that's a new word today.
Yeah, right.
Pebbling,
Okay, so
pebbling.
2 C's. Number 3, doing a soft launch on social media. You've heard of soft launch, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Would you do that?
No.
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 Okay, so how would you do it? Like hard launch, like
Nah, let's just not launch. You know, let's just be with each other in you know in private life and just
okay.
figure it out day by day. I think
So,
that,
No,
no launch,
no kind of launches at all.
No launches. No
launches.
No.
Okay. All right. Okay. How about this one? This one amazes me the most. Staying on a phone call with them, even when neither of you are speaking. And I just learned also there's a Thai word for it called คาสาย
คาสาย
ใช่ไหมบอกว่าคาสายทำทุกอย่างแบบ it's always on and then you know
Yes,
like
yes.
every step of your
I
boyfriend
do.
girlfriend.
I do understand the purpose
Okay.
of it, but I think there should be space for.
Your own private time.
No. I think there should be spaces for the word. For the word คิดถึงอ่ะผมว่ามันต้อง yeah there's
True.
there needs to be a missing moment and you know or you would just take that moment for granted because sometimes you're on the phone and then
Yeah.
yeah
Because I can always reach you. I'm always with you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there's no moment where I get to miss you.
and
right?
what so I think I just learned that as well
Okay.
a couple of years later.
Okay. All right. So you wouldn't do kazai with your girlfriend?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, time to time is okay. Maybe if you're like very far from each other,
okay.
you're away from week or two, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've never been away from. Yeah, well, yeah, but no, no,
No kazai.
no car.
Okay. How about this one? This one also amazes me. Sharing all passwords with them so they can have a full access anytime.
I mean, sure, yeah, sure.
What?
Yeah.
You do that?
I don't have anything to hide, but
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I
Like
wouldn't.
all the passwords?
Yeah, but I would start questioning if they want to know it by like an aggression, you know, like,
Right,
what's your
right.
password? Why are you not giving it to me? But I'm being like, whoa, let me see your phone. then like, I think it's a line of different couples might have different opinions, but I think unnecessary, but sure.
Okay. So it means you have nothing to hide, but if she like insists on having your password and then insists on like intruding
I'd be
into
questioning.
your,
I'd be
you'll
questioning. Yeah,
like,
but I don't
what's
mind.
going
if
on
you,
here?
Yeah, but I don't mind if you want to check because
Okay.
there's nothing there.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. ทุกอย่างอยู่ในแอคหลุมแล้วต่างหากไม่มีโอเค alright
ทำไม่ดีครับ
alright how about this one sharing your live location there's a lot of sharing
I mean, I don't
to
mind.
the extreme degree
Yeah.
with your partner 24/7 like so meaning she knows all the time where you are and she knows all your movement like you're walking from your bedroom to your kitchen she knows you're walking from your like kitchen back to your bedroom she knows
We're going to ankle bracelets now. Like, I'm in jail now.
Is this a house arrest or
Again, I think it's unnecessary, but I don't mind. Like, I mean, sure.
Whoa.
But I don't encourage you guys to, just some privacy, man.
but like you said some but different couples have different opinions right
because I think if you approach it with the way of talking about safetyness and I gotta know.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Safety.
Yeah.
Safety.
Yeah. like she's coming back from the party and then like you kind of check her live location like oh she's on like on the ride on the car and she's safe. That's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But I think that just takes away the trust bit that we gotta work on with each
That's
other.
the thing.
Yeah, it takes that away, and you gotta be on. I think it's more of an ankle bracelet
Yeah.
vibe than
Right.
couples. Yeah, but I see some couples do it. Yeah,
Okay. So it's I think so
it's
too.
a
matter-
sure but unnecessary. Just
Yeah, it's a matter of trust, I think. Yeah, if you trust your girlfriend or boyfriend,
Yeah.
but why would they have to
Why?
be that extreme, right?
Safety.
Safety. That's a nice risk. So let's stick with that. Let's stick with
Yes,
that.
yes.
Safety. Okay. Right. So I'm having fun with you with our conversation today, and I'm sure that your song will take off and people will love it, right? And you just keep doing amazing things more and more.
Thank you.
Yeah, and of course I have to ask you at the end of the show, like I asked all my guests, about your most favorite word. Because our show is called Comedy, so I'm curious about your word that you like the most. Comedy ของเจ้านายคือคำว่าอะไรครับ
Aware. ครับ
aware
Aware.
oh okay so why
I think it's a tool of a human being that it's very important. And if you take that away, I think your core is going to be lost. So awareness of life and of people around us. I think if you're aware of their thoughts, of their hearts, of the way we all operate together as a human being, I think it's going to make this place a better place.
that's a great word yeah so any last word for your fans who are watching right now
I love you. And thank you for being with me along the way. And this is nearly 10 years of the journey now. It's been a long ride. And I thought I've been doing it for a while, but now it feels like I've just started. So let's go through this new phase together.
yeah
Thank you for having me in your playlist.
right so go stream his music and go watch his videos on YouTube and support him wherever you are by any mean that you choose okay thank you so much เจ้านายขอบคุณมากครับ
ขอบคุณครับพี่บิ๊ก
Yay.